What's going on, guys? How you guys doing? What's up, Hamza, Gravesh? What a day, what a week, what a couple of weeks, man. Just amazing. Great trades all around. If you guys had a good day, I had a very good day today. Um, what's going on here? Okay, so let's just get right into it. SPX, obviously, very red day. What's up, Dhruv? How you doing, brother? SPY got all the bulls all bulled up, everything. Everyone was bullish, looking for 4K. I told you guys in the group that I was looking for 3,900 maximum 4K by Thursday, which is quarter end rebalance. Maximum 4K means that's not my target. 3,900 was my target, so I was ready to switch quickly. What's up, Andrew? What's up, G Money? Thank you. And basically what we did was we filled the first gap here all the way to this is SPY here. Go back to SPX. So basically we had two gaps to fill on SPX, right? The first one was to exactly 3,900. The second one was all the way to 4017. So those were my two maxes basically. I said 3,900 is a very likely bounce and 4,000 maximum. What's up, Gurvinder? How you doing? And basically we hit those targets last Friday on a huge rip, right? We hit 3,900. The thing that confused me was I thought yesterday was very bullish action. Reason being, yesterday was we went, well, I mean, after a huge Friday like that, all we did yesterday was completely sideways, which is usually healthy bull consolidation. If this was bearish, they would have taken it down yesterday. So they lured in even more bulls yesterday. What's up, Ricky? And they lured in even more bulls. They made everyone think it's bullish, and then they gapped it up this morning. And then all of a sudden, right on the flip of a switch, we talked about all the warning signs pre-market, guys. I don't know if you guys need to, but I highly suggest going back and looking at what me and Dhruv had a conversation this morning about everything being green. There was oil was green, gold was green, yields were green, tech was green, financials were green. That doesn't make any sense. How are yields green, oil green, crude green, and equities green? It makes no sense. One of them had to give it up. So we were sharp this morning. Avgo, we got the gap up. Beautiful play. It was a trade of the week. I hope you guys sold. If you were greedy, I'm sorry. But I called out all my sells in the group as well. We did have a very beautiful setup on this Avgo, guys. I'm very disappointed. I thought this was going to be a monster play. But we did sell for about 250 from 170. Not even like 50%. Nothing to get like too crazy happy about. But the thing is, the reason I'm so happy is because we literally got out at the exact top, and we nailed the downside as well today. So everything was just picture perfect today. And let's see what tomorrow brings. Other than that, Avgo's still in this 4-hour wedge here. I may play it again off the bottom of this wedge depending on how tomorrow goes. I think we have Powell talking tomorrow. Then we have Thursday quarter rebalance. It's completely possible for them to rip this market one more time into the weekend, so don't get too bared up. Nothing. I was taking profits on my shorts today. Let's see what happens tomorrow. Other than that, SPY, we only filled the one gap. Are we gonna go fill the next gap? Who knows? It was a very bearish day today, down almost $8 on SPY, from 393 all the way to 380. So actually about $13 from high to low today on SPY, which is a huge red candle. You guys see bearish engulfing on the whole week basically. And since Friday, took the whole Friday's gains and took them right back, and we're back into this gap that goes all the way down to 378. So we have another 2 points down on SPY to fill that gap now from Thursday, and we're just basically leaving gaps, filling gaps, leaving gaps, filling gaps. On the way down here, you guys seen on the way up, super powerful run. On the way down, it was so weak, we were leaving gaps. Then we filled a couple of the gaps. On the way to filling the gaps, we left more gaps, and it's just a bunch of gap filling. That's all we're watching right now. It's day to day still. No real direction. Obviously down on the weekly and the daily charts. The longer term trend is all to the downside. So remember that. Even when you're playing bear market rallies, you guys know I love playing these bear market rallies because they're quick and vicious. And my only problem with them is sometimes I get in a little bit too early, but I usually do hit them. And the thing with these rallies are you have to understand you're playing a bear market rally. The trend is not changing. It's just a quick short squeeze. It's just a quick repositioning of options. It gets everyone that was too bearish out, gets everyone that was too bullish out, and then it just leaves a little moves for everyone else. So it's very tricky to play these rallies. You don't have to. You can sit on the sidelines like Ricky usually does. But I've been playing them pretty well, so I'm gonna keep playing them. VIX only up 5% today. I know I'm only saying only 5%. It's still under the 50-day moving average. 28.43 is the 50-day moving average on VIX. We did close below there, and so far on the VIX, this just looks like a bear flag. So very vicious move down on SPY, but if you look at the overall picture, VIX, we need to break that 50-day for more downside. If we stay under the 50-day, what's up, CMOS? Thank you, man. Appreciate it. And if we break the 50-day on the VIX, then we can see continued downside on the market. If not, we can just reject the 50-day just like it has before and come back down. My original plan was VIX around 26, 25, and SPX from 3,900 to 4,000 was the max high on that, and the VIX was going to go down to 25 to 26. I've written it all in the premium chat. You guys have seen it all. So if we do get that one last rally this week, which is definitely possible, I might even play towards that, depending on how tomorrow opens. If we get that final rally on SPY, by Friday we fill that upper gap all the way to 401.44, I will get aggressively short at 401.44, like very aggressive. Because everyone will get sucked in. They'll think, oh, today was just a shakeout. It'll be it's a trick, it's this, it's that, but we're just gonna go fill that upper gap and we're gonna go even further down. So I have a next leg down on SPY and SPX around 3,500. So just from what I'm seeing, I think the bottom, I'm not gonna call it a bottom, but I'm gonna say short-term bottom will be 3,500 on the SPX, which also lines up with the 200-day on the weekly. That's where I'm looking for the bottom on here. QQQ has already, not QQQ, it's NQ. But yeah, the NASDAQ futures have actually already hit that. You guys know tech leads on the downside. It's down more than SPY this year. And it usually does that. Which one was this? This actually bounced off the 200 EMA, guys. So 200 EMA, scroll back in time, 2018, that's where it marked the bottom. 2016, that's where it marked the bottom. 2020, during COVID, that's where it marked the bottom. Is this marking the bottom now, is the question. All right, so that's what we have to watch. Right now, I think the SPX has to go touch it, which it has not. It's at 35.12 right now. So around 3,500. We did overshoot it in COVID, but before that, as you guys see here, 2018 marked the bottom, 2016 marked the bottom, 2014, and it got there alongside the NASDAQ. This time the NASDAQ led the way down because of the raising rates and the aggressiveness against tech downside. Interesting point for me was I gave you guys a theory last week of what I was thinking. Personally, I think bonds have bottomed this year. I don't think UB goes and breaks this 144 level. And even though equities dumped so much today, UB actually closed the day green, which is very bullish. Where's TLT? Yeah, you guys can see TLT as well. I did start a long position in this. I might have been a little bit early, as usual, as you guys know. But for right now, this chart, all it says to me with that much destruction in equities, all we did on TLT was put in a higher low so far. So now the key is to change this trend back in the favor of the bulls. We have to get this higher high now. So this high of 115.17 gets taken out. That looks like the bulls are changing the trend back in their favor on bonds at least. US 2000, this is the RUT basically. This is a cash index that you can watch 24/7. The reason I watch this one is you can watch it overnight. As you guys see here, we're just kind of floating in between two huge levels on RUT. Given by Cara, of course, she actually brought my attention to this chart, and I started watching it, and it's very, very helpful. So I recommend you guys start watching it as well. 1738 was a key level. You guys see that in yellow there. We got almost to the resistance here at 1800. We did not quite get there. I had an alert there as well. We came down at the end of the day. The reason I was saying the bottom might be in at the end of the day there is because of this big support. They would not break underneath it. They would break underneath and buyers would show up right away. Break underneath, buyers show up, and they held it and closed above it at the end of the day. So I don't know if we gap up. We might even gap up tomorrow, guys. I'm not even joking. Here's JPM. People think that I just call. I know MSL knows about this level because I've been talking about it nonstop. Probably annoyed of hearing me talk about it, but this 119 level is all the way from 2018, guys. So if we have anyone that's not in MSL, I've been talking about this level for so long. I said A+ short if it ever gets up there. I really didn't want to short this week until Friday. Reason being is that quarter end rebalance. I don't know what kind of shenanigans are going to play on Thursday. But it was too good of a setup not to take, guys. So the 30-minute chart gapped up at the open. The RSI on this thing was 75. It's a bank. Banks don't go on parabolic runs like that, okay? So you go back and you see a couple bear market rallies. Like in May when we had a bear market rally, it got overbought. And then right here, beginning of May, also bear market rally, and March, it got overbought as well. So bear market rallies, it does get overbought a little bit. That's why I wanted to wait, but that level was too good. I seen a 10-minute candle at the top there, this red one right here, that rejected almost exactly off my 119.30 level. So I jumped in like, I think 119.29 or something, very, very close to the top. Called out my puts. They were up almost, I think, well over 50, like 60, 70%, something like that at the end of the day. And closed weak, closed near the low of the day. You go to the daily chart, and it's a perfect rejection of the 21-day moving average. So not only do we have that 119 level from 2018, we also have the 21-day moving average perfectly aligned with that. That's called an inflection point, like I taught you guys. Two supports or two resistance in the same spot, inflection point. And it looks like we closed below the 8-day moving average as well, which is at 116.25. So absolutely perfect JPM short. I think we go much lower on this bank from here. AMD $84 level. You guys know about that level as well. I stream the same levels for a reason, guys. Once they come into play, it's very easy to play them. AMD down 6.25% in a day is very, very uncommon. I mean, now you guys are probably used to it because you've been in this bear market, but I mean, this is not normal moves for a company that is this good. $84 level was this key level from April 27th. I've seen it react here on May 12th. I've seen so many buyers jump in. I seen it right here on June 16th. Once we broke through, we went all the way down to $80.64. Then we struggled to get above it. Once we broke above it on Friday, big rip. Monday just held, and then yet today we got underneath it again. As you've seen today, another $4 straight drop from that $84 level again from AMD. Other than that, this chart looks like complete horseshit. Like, this is just bear flag, breaking down, another bear flag, and now it looks like it's breaking down even more. Next target on this AMD is $74, guys. If you do want to start long-term equity, I recommend starting a small position. I'm not recommending nothing. I might start a small equity position in AMD at 74. I'm not sure yet. As I told you guys, if AMD gets to 74 and SPX gets to 3,500, that would be my A+. I'll start my equity position for sure. If it doesn't go like that, I might not start it. I'll see. Neil, another short we called yesterday. I called the $22 puts last week. Actually, I think Mr. Black jumped on them, but I had a small position, so I didn't premium alert it. It was just small, but played out almost in the money today. We went down to 22.02, so we were 2 cents away from in the money, and this one was a very obvious short to me as well. Just overextended, guys. The RSI was getting hot. It was outside of the Bollinger Bands, I believe. It was right at the top of the Bollinger Bands. I guess they stretched them out today, but this was almost a perfect setup with two gaps to fill underneath all the way down to $20.89. So that was an easy put play. Lee was another one on the newsletter. Weekly outside, closed outside the Bollinger Bands. This week we're coming back in, already down 9% on the week since the call out. And we're finally coming right back into that Bollinger Band. Other than that, Walmart could not keep me in. The one thing I was watching, so remember guys, we played this Walmart 3 or 4 times already. We've got in at 50, 70, 100%. And this time I just wanted to take a shot because it was the same play, exact same play, under 38 to 30 cents. For the 130 calls July 15th, we were selling them above 60 every time. Today we had the 4-hour, the market was extra weak. This is what I was watching, this 4-hour chart here. I wanted to close above this 50-day moving average, which was at 122.62. We closed the candle 20 cents below, so I don't really care. I lost 3 cents on the trade per contract, and I made a lot more than 3 cents when I played it the 3 times. Other than that, I hope you guys had a good day. Tomorrow should be exciting. Let's see what the rest of the week brings. If they just straight out dump us back down to 3,700, or if they want to do one more round of shenanigans where they rip us up, fill this gap, and then dump us next week. But a dump is coming, guys, in my opinion. Thank you guys for attending, and I'll see you tomorrow.